Good morning, everyone. This is Christy with the Chirp YouTube channel, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about this toy. I have published videos about this toy in the past, and I said that I would be making videos in the future about how to work on different skills using this playset. And you can find the playset down below. I bought mine on Amazon, and there are also very similar playsets. If you want to work on any of these skills, it does not have to be with this particular toy. It can be with any variety of toys, but with this particular toy, I'm going to use it to give you some examples of how you can work on skills during play. I've done tons and tons of videos on play and how to teach particular skills through play. And so this is going to give you some kind of hands-on examples. Now, I don't have a little friend here with me today, so you'll have to imagine the child in this scenario. I'm going to start out with a child who has very limited or emerging communication skills and interaction skills. And a lot of times a child like that, we're going to just want to be using one word at a time. And if you click on the link that is in the upper left-hand corner of the video right this minute, you will see a little video in which you can learn more about this technique called +1 talking. And +1 talking is when the adult communication partner uses just one more word than the child himself is able to use at that moment in his development. So for example, if the child can use 0 words, is nonverbal at that time, then the adult would just use 1. So I'm going to give you an example of that. We try not to label just items. Alien. We try to also label actions. Jump, fall. And we try to give words that the child is going to use a lot in daily life. Down, up, down, up. We repeat the same words a lot of times, so you may choose just 10 words with this particular playset that you use that you may use a lot while you're playing with it. So you may choose down, up. You may choose push, pull. You may choose sleep. You may choose dig. We even have a treadmill here, so you might choose walk or run or jump. You might pick, oh, I didn't know they could do that. You might pick carry. So there are lots of different words that you can pick that will work with this particular playset. And every bit of toys that you have is going to be slightly different because all the toys have different pieces and have different actions that go along with the pieces. So you definitely want to use one word at a time with these kids whose skills are just emerging, and use them frequently, as many times as you possibly can. We also want to label things. So if a child picks up the astronaut, you look with excitement at the child and say, astronaut, astronaut. Then he might put it down and pick up something else. Sink, sink. And we repeat it more than one time, and we're very excited about it. Robot, robot. And of course, we don't want the kid to just label everything and then put it back down. We want the kid to be learning to do things with the items. And so we want to say things like robot, go, or astronaut, dig, And these are perfectly fine even for a nonverbal child because they are simple, and usually we want to do one word more than the child is doing, but just one word all the time isn't quite enough to get the actions in there. So you can also use the noun astronaut plus the verb jump from time to time, and it won't be too overwhelming for your child. So that is what I would do with a child who was minimally verbal, whose verbal skills were just developing, maybe whose communication skills overall are just developing. Also, I would take a picture of this toy and I would make a little communication card out of it so that I could put it into a communication book, so that when the child wanted to play with this toy, his job would be to tell me that he wanted to play with this toy by asking for it using, oh my goodness, all my books just fell out of the cabinet. His job would be to ask me for it by choosing the picture out of the book and pointing to it. I want rocket ship, please. Now keep in mind that looking in your upper left hand corner of your video right this minute, you will see a link to how to use a communication book. And I recommend that you take a look at that video because this particular sentence strip is not appropriate for every child. Some children need to be starting out by having no pictures on the front and simply having one picture in the middle. And then their job is to take it off and hand it to the communication partner. And a lot of times when our communication skills are just emerging, we need help even to do that. So we would take the child's hand in our own, pick it off, and hand it to another adult or to ourselves to give the child the idea that they need to pick the picture off and hand it to someone in order to get what they are looking for. So there you have a couple of ideas about how to play with this particular toy with students whose communication skills are emerging. I will be back in future videos to give you some more hints about how to use this toy for additional purposes and with children at different stages of development. I hope it was helpful and that you have a wonderful day. Bye.